one of his introductions in OG Dragon Ball is there's a guy that tries to sneak up on him and assassinate him with a gun. Guy pulls out the gun, boom! And you see General Tao, he's got his hands behind his back and he just widens his eye and he's like, And then they slow down the motion so that we can understand the magnitude and the speed at which Tao Pai Pai moves. This is ridiculous. It's absurd on so many levels, but it really put Tao Pai Pai over as that dude. Him. He was him for his time in OG Dragon Ball. So the bullet, makes it about halfway to Tao Pai Pai's here. The bullet makes it about halfway. And what happens is Tao Pai Pai, he takes his slipper. He has a slipper on and he basically shoots the slipper up into the air. So the slipper starts rotating in the air, goes past his face, and it rolls over his head and it rolls behind him. And then it hits the bullet. The bullet hits the slipper. Now check this out. It's a bullet versus a slipper. You guys clearly know what's going to win. That bullet is going through that slipper. But when you have such speed and velocity that this man was able to chuck that slipper off to hit the bullet, it hits the bullet so hard that the bullet ricochets. The bullet ricochets and doesn't just goes flying anywhere. No. The bullet turns back around and ricochets at pinpoint accuracy, pinpoint precision, right back to the guy that shot the gun at him, and the bullet flies back and boom, hits the guy in the skull, I think it did, and he's dead. He's done. He's gone. And what about that slipper? Well, the slipper, it ricochets back as well, but it ricochets over Tao Pai Pai's head, down his face, and then it goes and perfectly he puts his foot, because he's actually walking, so he literally makes the next step. He doesn't even just put his foot out there to catch it. He just happens to be walking with his foot, and the foot that goes off the ground, the slipper perfectly lands back onto his foot, and then they go back to regular motion, and Tao Pai Pai with his hands still behind his back, never even looking, he just keeps walking calmly while the guy is dead. What the That is absolutely absurd. If it sounds absurd, look at the scene, look it up. Man, that's how Tao Pai Pai dealt with people that try to sneak up on him and assassinate him. Incredible. That's what you do. This dude was for real, man. It's a shame they didn't release that in America as soon as they could have and everything, but I understand why OG Dragon Ball wasn't a success, because they, in the beginning stages, because of how they had to edit it down and stuff, and understandably, those first 13 episodes of OG Dragon Ball were wild. But one of the things about Tao Pai Pai, that's not even, using your slipper to ricochet bullets and kill assassins with their own bullets, putting your tongue on people's temples and killing them. That's not even the most absurd thing else is what